So with the release of iOS 16, a really cool feature actually ended up coming about for the AirPods and with our iPhones. So one thing I want to go ahead and show you guys is, first of all, I've already repaired these. As you can see, they were already connected. So it's very strange I'm going to have to reconnect them. But essentially what Apple was able to let us do with our new AirPods is actually giving us the ability, for the most part, of actually connecting and seeing what our AirPods have to offer within our iPhone. So before, we didn't really have this capability. We did, but we had to go through the Bluetooth settings and all that other crazy stuff. In this specific case, as you can see, if we make our way over to our iPhone settings, you should be able to see a new little drop down of our AirPods. So what this basically is like I mentioned before, we didn't have this little drop down. We basically had to go into our Bluetooth settings every single time to change these specific settings. So now what we can do is we can make our way over into our AirPods section, and now you can see a little bit more information. So now what we actually have the ability of doing and seeing is basically not only the AirPods battery life, which we could have seen on the top panel anyway before, but now what we can do is basically get into our main panel of changing out our whole entire AirPods settings without having to go to our iPhone settings, Bluetooth settings every single time, which was kind of annoying. And it kind of made me wonder, well, Apple has Apple Watch applications, so many other applications that are tied to specific, devices from Apple, but they didn't have an AirPod option within our settings. We had to go through Bluetooth connections every time, and it was very annoying. So by having this little drop down, that's actually really cool. But Apple also brought in a couple cool little options within iOS 16. So now, from what I'm understanding, if you have those AirPods Pros, AirPods 3s, and AirPods Maxes, you should be gaining a lot more functionality within your AirPods now within iOS 16, which I personally think is actually pretty cool. Now you can see from top, like I mentioned, we have this little, battery section, which is kind of the same as before, but it looks a lot cooler. I mean, before it would just not even, I don't even think it would give us this pop-up before. So now we have these little options up top, which is nice. We still have the option of changing out our AirPods name if we want to. We can go ahead and set up our double tap on the left or right side as before. We still have automatic ear detection, we still have microphone detection, all this other stuff. And interestingly enough, we still have this view and find my thing here too, which is really cool. Now, these are the original AirPods. So if you have the original AirPods on iOS 16, well, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. But like I mentioned, if you're rocking anything that's newer than the original AirPods, including AirPods 2s, Pros, 3s, and Maxes, well, you're going to be able to see and hopefully get a little bit more functionality from your specific device on iOS 16. So I will definitely tell you on iOS 16 specifically for these devices, this is probably one of the bigger updates Apple has made for an iOS version, in my opinion, for AirPods. So that kind of covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.